Damn, I forgot to share this out. I always do that. I always last minute to share this out.
We're two people and we forget to share it out.
She usually looks at me. She's like, "You shared it, right?" And then I look at her. I'm like, "You shared it, right?" Neither of us share it.
It's bad.
Or did I already share it out?
Neither of us share it. Is that you?
No. It might have been already.
Definitely.
I know.
All right. We'll give it a little time for people to pop in because I'm not sure if YouTube sent out the notification.
We'll give it a little time for people to pop in because I'm not sure if YouTube sent out the notification. Are you hearing the echo too?
Should be good, no?
Yeah, now it's better.
All right. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Explorer LLTTF, how's it going? And Deanna, how's it going? Babe is in here. Who else is here that I missed?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Cool guy with nothing.
Wait, what?
Going.
Ed will call you after.
Ed, we're calling you after because that might explain a lot of what's happening today.
I wonder who Fluffy Shadow Person is. Deanna. God.
Wait, what?
Okay. YouTube must not be sending out notifications unless it's.
I know, I got the notification on mine.
I just got it.
You just got it? Okay. Because it says on my end we have 4 people in here right now. So I'm going to share this out on Twitter again because I don't think I have that shared out.
No way.
We just found.
Hi, Jen.
We just found out that we
Hi,
were
Miss
featured
Doggy.
on Sir Spooks.
Hi, Angel.
Oh, yeah? That's
Yeah.
cool.
What?
That explains a lot.
I'm so confused.
Oh, who was saying what about Sir Spooks?
LLTTF just said that we were featured on Sir Spooks.
You could have been. I mean, I was featured on Chills like a couple months ago. So
Yeah.
Shadow
Well,
Hunters, how's it
let me
going? Greg, Louisa, Miss Doggies, how's it going? Maria, Louisa, how's it going, guys? Oh, I said Louisa twice. Jacob Brown, how's it going? All right, we're getting right now. All right, slow start, but that's okay. YouTube is YouTube. So I put the link for Gold Coast Paranormal, pinned it to the top of the chat, guys. So if you guys don't mind checking them out if you haven't. Brandy, how's it going? Our goal for them tonight is to get them as close to 620 as possible because they're at 560 right now. So if we can get them over 600, 605 or 620, that'll be good. So I'm gonna ask, it's kind of gonna be the same thing as the other streams I've done. Not gonna try to switch anything up too much, but I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions about, how you started your channel and all that, and then
Absolutely.
we'll probably check out a couple of your videos, so people get the gist of what your videos are about, so they can check them out for themselves as well. Deanna said, "Wait, was I wrong?" No, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. Brandy, I can't tell, Brandy. I can't tell you. You have to figure that out. So, and then, of course, for the chat, if you guys have any questions for them as well, Gold Coast Paranormal, please make sure you guys ask them in the chat, and I'll put it on the screen for them. So, first question I have for you guys that everybody probably wants to know is, how and why did you start your YouTube channel, and when? I guess it's like 3 questions in one, kind of.
You want me to start?
Go for it.
So, I grew up with a love of photography. My dad's in the movie business. I always grew up around taking pictures and stuff. And then we live very close to a local spot over here where Lauren swore she would never go inside of, swore up and down she would never go near it. One day we got inside, and we've both always had like a love for like the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess things just took off from there. The first group that we actually did like a nighttime like investigation with was actually LLTTF.
Okay. So you guys know them pretty well then.
Yeah,
They're our
best friends.
Okay.
And ever since then, we've kind of been hooked. And
Well, it also started off with doing photography of abandoned places.
Mhm.
Um,
Our first Instagram was abandoned photography. That's how it all started. And then we're
Wow. Okay.
let's start with making videos.
yeah, so it did start a lot with like the photography portion of everything. And we just kind of like did Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, with just sharing our photography. And a lot of people were just loving what we were doing and what we were taking pictures of. So we're like, you know what? How can we take our love for the paranormal and take our love for photography to the whole next level?
Right.
And Rabigu is my sister.
Okay.
Yes.
And so we kind of just decided, you know what? Let's do a channel. Like, let's show people these abandoned spots. Let's show people what's out there.
Hmm.
And so we started our channel in August of 2020.
Hasn't even been a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys have come a long way in just less than a year.
I remember having like 25 subs, and we're like, no one's gonna want to watch this.
We like threw like a little party when we even hit like 10 subs.
That's pretty good for a channel that started in August and we're in February 2021. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we haven't even been like a full summer of exploring yet.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, also Fluffy, like the winter is hard to go exploring. So,
Mhm.
And Lauren here hates the snow. Like
I
I climbed,
don't like it either. So
I climbed a 13-story building just to get one shot with like a foot of snow on the ground. I had to walk like a half mile just to get there. She sat in the car and watched me, like looking up at the building. She's like, "Hey!"
I actually watched people drive in like almost 2 feet of snow and get stuck. And I'm like, yeah, that's not me. I'm not getting stuck.
But yeah, it definitely all started from photography.
Yeah, I mean, we both love taking pictures, so that was like a really cool aspect. Also, just a hobby. Ethan does work. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it was really nice to be able to go out again and not be like at home all day. I mean, for me myself, I was home and I was homeschooling, especially because of COVID. And I started to like realize like, wow, like I need to get out. I need to do something. And this helped us, well, especially me, tremendously.
And me dealing, I had a ton of.
Where did he go? His computer shut off.
Well, looks like Gold Coast is just freestyling here.
Oh, V, how you doing? All right, we'll see how everyone is doing. Yeah, Miss Doggy, I don't know how you do it with the snow.
Wow. Listen, I don't like the snow myself, but
You're braver than me. You'll go out in the snow.
I mean, I'm the one that shovels.
I'm glad you're doing better. Hey, my luck, my computer would shut off on me.
This computer's been plugged in all day just to make sure we had juice for this.
You want to grab my Mountain Dew?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Sorry, guys. I'm just answering everyone on Twitter.
okay, well, I'm sorry for that. I have no idea what happened there.
Welcome back.
My computer just started ticking, and then it just froze on me, and it shut off. So I have no idea what's going on with this.
It happens.
Sorry for the chat. Sorry for everyone that's popping in. My computer just lately. There's no updates for it right now, so I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I totally got cut off from what you guys were saying. I don't even remember where we left off.
No, it's okay.
Snow
I mean,
and
it's just,
something
you
like
know,
that.
the snow, it makes it hard. It's good to get out and do stuff for yourself and have a hobby.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Especially in the wintertime in the East Coast. I'm struggling as it is for content. So, I have more live streams on my channel than I should, but it's basically the only thing I can do right now. I mean, I'm, trying to get content going, but
It's understandable.
It sucks. It's like we have like our live stream every Tuesday, and like I like to like put out a video in between every live stream. So like on our list of videos, it's not just live stream. But we had like a stack of content, and I mean, as you know, we all got smacked with like snow after snow after snow after snow.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get out. We couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you got like the crazy snow too. You're not that far from us.
I think we got about 8 to 13 inches of snow.
Oh, we had like 2 feet in one drop, and then like later another 6 inches.
Yeah.
Like every time it melted, they just decided to pile more on top.
It just kept coming and coming.
I finally saw our lawn for the first time in like a month today.
Yeah, I think I did too at my grandparents' house. Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right. So, so you guys already talked about what got you guys into the paranormal, but what actually, like, how'd you come up with the name Gold Coast Paranormal?
I don't even remember which one of us came up with that.
It was kind of like mutual.
So we both grew up on like the North Shore of Long Island.
Okay.
Which is referred to as the Gold Coast of Long Island.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of other spitballed names that we had in there as well.
Right.
But when we came up with that one, we're like, oh, this is like super unique. Let's try it. And it kind of just stuck. And since we've done this, we actually found out there was a Gold Coast Paranormal in Florida, which just before we started Gold Coast Paranormal actually changed their name. So it worked out perfect.
Okay, cool. So you guys can hopefully like kind of buy that name out and it'd be yours forever.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
We actually today I started designing our actual website where we'll have all of our pictures, videos, everything on there. It's not out yet, but it's a work in progress.
It's getting there. We're learning how to do a website.
I almost put my head through a computer screen this morning. So.
No, that's definitely a good idea to do that, so that way nobody else can take that. Because if they do, you can fight that because it'd be your legit name,
your domain. So it's like.
Yeah, so when people type it in, goldcoastparanormal.com, your channel will pop up.
Pop right up.
So I think I'm going to do the same thing for my channel because I don't think there's any other Exploring with Flufface. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
I never knew that there was another Gold Coast Paranormal out there.
Right.
Well, their website popped up, but it was no longer like a valid website.
Yeah, it says like
they probably just sold their website to somebody and nobody wanted to pick it up.
Exactly.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
I'll send you the info though for like what we're using for our website. It's pretty user friendly.
It's really cool actually how you can do everything.
All right, it sounds good. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So, like I was saying earlier about your subscriber count too, you guys are doing phenomenal. Like you guys have no idea how good you guys are doing. You guys are gonna blow up significantly because when I started my channel in 2016. It took me almost 2.5 years to get to 200 subscribers. And that's because I was in school. So it took me twice as long to get where I am now compared to somebody else. And, especially you guys. I mean, you guys have had a little bit more leeway. I was in college in Utah. So, I didn't really have much time to do anything.
That's the unfortunate part is I started working again 2 weekends ago, and I work weekends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who wants to go exploring on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? No one.
I mean, depending on where you go, it all depends. Because sometimes during the week, it's better to do the filming. Because during the weekend, there's people out there partying in the abandoned places or just them. So, depending who you are though, because in Massachusetts, I know that's the way it is. Like
I know over here at our local spot on like Saturdays, like
Yeah.
parking lot's full.
Yeah.
But we used to use that to our advantage. Like we'd be like sneaking through the shadows and like let them blow up the whole place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the same thing in Massachusetts too. Lakeville is Lakeville Hospital.
Yeah.
We actually never got a chance to go.
We never got a chance. It was always on our list.
It's still there.
But
Really?
it's being demoed.
No, it's still there. What was demoed was what was next door to it, and they're building a funeral home next door to it.
All right, Fluffy, we'll meet you there.
Funeral home. I've been there 3 times, and it's easy to get in there. But there's people that like to go in there, but they go in from a different way. They'll break windows. They'll take rocks, like big rocks, and they'll throw them at the windows, and then climb to the 2nd-story window to get in. There's 3 stories, plus there's a morgue, and then there's another ground level underneath the morgue. I have videos on my channel, but yeah, that place is still standing as I know right now. But the houses that were next to it, they're gone. They got demolished for the funeral home.
So the hydrotherapy tubs are still there.
Yeah, everything's still there. It's all in my videos. Everything's still there.
So let's go.
All right, we'll meet you there.
I'm like, I think I'm like from this location I'm at now. I think I'm maybe an hour, 40 minutes or so.
We're about.
No, we
from Lakeville, Mass. So I don't even know how far I am from there.
We take the ferry from Long Island to either Connecticut or
It's Connecticut.
Oh, they're both Connecticut.
They're both Connecticut,
yeah.
but it's like a further out towards Rhode Island kind of point.
Okay.
We could take the one right from here from Port Jeff. Be right there and.
Yeah, and then it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours from there.
Okay, that's not bad. I just checked. I'm exactly an hour and 10 minutes away from Lakeville.
That is so crazy.
So I definitely recommend going there. It's definitely crazy in there, but babe, you didn't have to do that. Why are you doing that?
We're 221. No, that's not right.
221. What do you mean for time for getting there?
Yeah, if we were to drive, because like we have to go all the way around through the city and up.
It would take about 5 hours.
Wow.
If we drove from Long Island.
I see that Tarrant and T is not digging that shadow person.
I was about to do something, but I don't know if I can. Oh,
you can.
Kuru, how's it going? Who else just popped in? Vonda, how's it going? Okay, I don't see anyone else. Rob is here. Okay, making sure I didn't miss anybody pop me in. She's funny.
You have to do
I'm trying to share this thing out as much as possible right now.
Oh, it's all good. Whoever shows up is, it's perfectly fine. But damn, what was my next question? I was gonna ask something else. So
I see what you did there, though.
Okay, so you've already said why you started the paranormal and why you started your channel. You told us about the name of it. What did you guys expect for your channel to be like? Where did you guys expect to be for your channel? Like, from when you started to now. Like, did you expect to be close to 600, or did you expect not to get past 10 subscribers, 50 subscribers? Really? Really?
Really?
Come on.
We love you. Come on.
Because I sent you guys. Come on.
We honestly did not expect to be where we are now. We, to be truthful, we just wanted to put out real content, real evidence, and really cool abandoned places as well. So we really did not expect to even hit 500 subscribers. We expected, maybe in 2 years we'll be maybe at 500.
We weren't expecting any of this, and I mean, when we hit 200, 300. I think we both looked at each other and were like, how did this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Because
you were basically questioning where these people were coming from and like
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we were still sitting here editing on an iPad using iMovie, like throwing stuff together.
I was editing off of a phone, so you editing off an iPad is a step up for me.
Listen, I had to steal that iPad from our son in order to edit.
We had to actually buy him like the Amazon Fire tablet so we could have our iPad back.
Because I'd be in the middle of editing a video and he'd be like, "No, it's my turn. Come here." And I'm like, "No, but like this is premiering tonight."
Right. Huh. I mean, you guys are doing really, really good. Like, for you guys to be closer to 600 in like less than a year, like it's been about 6 months, hasn't it? Oh, wait.
Yeah, about like 6 months.
Yeah, just about 6 months. Well, what day in August did you start? Because we're on the 24th of February. So
Nubs knew this when we did our game show. He went back in a heartbeat.
I am so sure he went back. It was August 17th.
So you just passed your 6 months. So you've been on YouTube exactly 6 months, and you've basically been gaining 100 subscribers a month. That's really
actually. I'll be honest. We were actually just before we went on the live. We were looking at like our previous posts, and we hit 400. What was it? January
13th.
January 13th, and we've just recently just taken off.
Well, now LLTTF was like, oh, send emails to Sir Spooks and like Nuke's Top 5 or whatever.
And then his
those
video
are good channels to be on too. That'll boost you big.
In a video that he just dropped 5 hours ago, we're actually featured at number 3 on his like top 10 videos to not watch, like Home Alone.
Wow, from top 10, you were number 3.
Yeah, we were number 3.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I was like, all day today, I'm like, why is our subscriber count jumping? Like, we started our day at like 5:30, and like we're up to 560 now. And I'm like, wait, what is happening?
569. You're 31 away from 600.
Wait, what?
You're at 569 right now.
What?
You gained 9 within the last 22 minutes.
I'm at 572 on our channel right now.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't updated yet because my girl put in the chat we're at 569 right now at 8:52. So
oh my gosh. I mean,
that's crazy.
You guys, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm going to be really happy for you too when you hit that 1K before your 1 year. That'll be crazy because you just take off after that. It's the hardest to get to 1K because after I hit over 200, I struggled so much to get to 1K, and then after that, it kind of started going back up, and then it went back down because I wasn't consistently uploading or having good content to put out.
That's the thing.
It's rough.
We planned actually. What was it? We were gonna try and go out today to explore, and then just be at 1,000 by Saturday.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I mean, you guys' video. I mean, I've only seen a couple of your videos. I haven't caught up on everything yet, but you have some really good content, and people enjoy that. The better the content, the more people you draw in.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
I didn't expect it at all. It really.
You never expect it when you expect it. When you expect something, it doesn't happen. When you don't expect it.
That's the thing. We just went out with a camera, and I mean, our first.
I'm like, okay, so I'll tell the truth here. I do have Native American blood in me, so I think that's why I'm a spiritual person.
Right.
I mean, my house is loaded with crystals, candles, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just a magnet for paranormal happenings. I mean,
in the video that's actually featured on Sir Spooks, it was like that crazy surgical suite that we all went to. LLTTF was there. And we really didn't feel much in the beginning. And Lauren actually sat down in like the surgical chair, and she was like, I feel something around me. Like,
I was
something
like,
brewing.
like literally the second my tush touched that chair, I was like, guys, there is energy all around me.
And we're all like, nah, there's nothing
here.
here.
They were all doubting me.
We're like, there's nothing. But then we got home, and immediately that night, like I was so amped up from the whole Explorer, I was like, I got to review this footage. And I started playing it, and Lauren's sitting in that chair, and we pan up with the camera, and we're trying to convince something to come out and talk to us. And there's this voice that just comes through saying, I'm shy.
But right after that, there's I think they were like almost going into like walking around like that surgical suite, I think it was. I don't know, maybe going into like the next room over. And literally all of a sudden and we didn't hear this like in real time. It was when we went back and listened to our footage, we heard almost like a woman screaming.
It was like a screeching laugh.
Or a laugh.
Or a scream in pain. I really can't even tell. I mean, to be honest, it was like 1 a.m. We're laying there in bed, and I'm sitting there fanning through this footage, and that I have to say was one of our craziest ones.
Without a doubt, that was actually okay. That's actually where he's just grabbing one of our dogs.
Yes,
she's outside.
They bark all day. It's crazy. But I remember that was like one of the best investigations for myself because I felt that energy. I mean, now after doing so many investigations afterwards, I could almost pinpoint where spirits are, where the energy is. I could now also sometimes hear them when no one else hears them. But that actually started in one of our first videos, I believe, where I actually started hearing spirits that no one else heard, but our camera would catch them. Which is, to me, like, I sat down and I'm like, Ethan, I heard that. I heard a man whisper, and I actually could even make out what he said, which was crazier. I don't know. I just like to think that since like I'm a spiritual person, I could like they know that I believe in them almost.
Yeah, though they know that if they know that somebody's going to a location to where they reside, they'll go to you. They'll pick up on what energies you have or what abilities you may have to communicate with them.
Definitely.
They'll stick with you more. They'll stick with you more compared to other people.
Yeah, our other friend who's also he's also Native American. He's also a paranormal magnet, and he was actually with us at that surgical suite. And me and him just like looked at each other and we're like, yeah, this place is like crazy haunted. Like crazy. It was just like we looked at each other and we knew. So it was, hi Robin.
All right. So what would you guys think on your channel was the most dangerous or creepiest location you guys have been to since you started your channel?
I would have to say we do have a video which it's an abandoned house where it was an active crime scene a few years ago.
Okay.
I did a walkthrough during the day. My parents were supposed to watch our son, and unfortunately that fell through. So I actually ended up staying home from that investigation, but Ethan and our friend went.
Yeah.
And I remember Ethan calling me, and he was like, Lauren, I am never going back here. And I'm like, that's not like you. We go back to places so many times. What's wrong? He's like, just the activity that we caught. And I'm like, explain. Like, what's going on? I hear like the panic in his voice. And so the crime scene was actually, unfortunately, and it kills me to say this, it was due to animal abuse. There was like 115 dogs in the house, a pony, goats,
oh my God,
cats, and a lot of, unfortunately, I know this is really horrible, and Jen knows, I told her that we rescue our animals.
Right.
There were mutilated dog parts found all over this house. It was
in the sink. in the freezer.
You don't need to go that deep.
No, because in the video, like they actually had like the sink removed from the house because it was removed as like evidence, and like that was the part that blew my mind.
It was just, it was horrible.
The basement had this like eerie feeling to it, and I found like an animal trap in the basement, like an animal trapping cage, and then I found this like stuffed animal dog like lying on the floor, and I'm like, all right, let's put the EMF detector on this and let's see what happens. And immediately it was just like skyrocketing activity. And
actually, the EMF detector confirmed that it was not a human spirit, but it was an animal spirit, and that's
I asked, are you are you four-legged?
Oh yes, that's Robin actually just commented, Fluffy. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, I think that's the exact reason of
the house was like in good condition, but in the master bedroom where these two people lived that abused the animals, the whole ceiling collapsed on the master bed.
Like
I remember walking through and I'm like, why is just this room collapsed? Like I can go into the attic above it and be fine.
Right.
But the like drywall from that ceiling just it's all over the
And
bed.
there wasn't a lot of damage to the roof either. But I did a walkthrough of that house during the day, and I got to the second floor. I peeked in like one of the rooms, and I was like, all right, I gotta get out of here. Like I cannot be in here. Something is telling me to.
And now thinking back to it, I had the incident with the window curtain. What if it was an animal?
I don't know.
I had like the incident where I was like standing in like the daughter's room, and the window curtain, like one of those like fancy curtains that drape down to the floor,
right,
like whipped up at me.
And mind you, the windows are still intact, and on top of that, the windows are actually like boarded up.
Huh.
LTTF, you know exactly what shadow person we're talking about.
There was I'll have to send it to you later, Fluffy. I did take a picture of like the attic stairs.
Yeah.
And there's actually like a full-blown apparition, like just staring back.
And we spoke to a medium that actually said that was like the evil female spirit that was in the house.
But
and they identified it before we showed them the picture. They said there's an
could that have been the person that did that to the animals?
So, no.
They're still alive, and
this whole town. And if I told you where it was, you've definitely heard of it. It's part of like a Long Island legend.
Yeah.
But that whole town where all of these houses are built, it's considered Indian burial grounds.
Yes. There's a lot of myths around that land.
I was talking about Fluffies.
Oh.
Sorry.
I jumped in. I thought you were talking about the other one.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, everyone knows like the myth of Indian burial grounds. When you build something on top of it, your property's bound to be haunted. Yeah. You're bound to have activity. So, kind of, it gets crazy. I had to nope out of there. Yeah. I was like, I cannot step foot back in that house.
There's only been 2 times that Lauren sent me into somewhere to explore by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the abuser's house was with our friend.
Yeah, with one of our friends.
But the other time was when she drove by a house. I basically ducked and dove out the passenger door, and in the middle of the woods, I sprint up to this house. I get 3 feet inside the house before I am confronted by a squatter who screams at the top of his lungs, "Get the F out of my house," and throws something at me. And I have never ran so fast. I ran over a board had nails sticking out of it. Like Roadrunner style, like my legs were just spinning, and I gunned it towards the road, all while on the phone with her. And I'm like, "You come pick me up right now." It's like a little kid that got beat up in school. I was like, I'm not going back in there.
Hi, Sandra. But what was your, like, scariest place in our videos? Like, what's
Like one place that you've been to since you started YouTube that was one of the most terrifying that you probably would never go back to, other than what she said for her.
Yeah, you can't choose mine.
That I would never go back to?
Yes.
Or something that you would probably go back to, but you wouldn't, you know, you'd
I
bring
would put
more
myself in
than
the same situation. Because our local stomping ground over here, Kings Park, and I made the dumb decision.
Right. But it's not in our video.
What?
It's not. We don't have that on video.
What part?
He's asking about like, out of our videos that we have posted.
Yeah, I'm talking about in our video.
We didn't go. That's not in our video.
When I lay down in the morgue.
Oh, that one. But we go back to the morgue all the time.
But I wouldn't climb in and have everyone else leave the room.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I laid down in a morgue, and we were trying to scare another group. And
like you always could hear people coming, so I always try to scare the stupid kids because they cause the most vandalism.
So everyone else hid in the closet.
Right.
I laid down in the morgue like a dead body, and I heard footsteps behind my head because it's a double-sided morgue. There's doors on both sides.
Right.
They were on one side towards my feet, and I heard footsteps on my head. So I kind of lifted my head and I looked, and I saw this black shadow just walk across the room and into the wall. And I turned as white as a ghost. I panicked and I flew out of that morgue tray just to find out that those kids that we thought were coming had made a different turn and never even came towards us.
So we were like, our old friend and we were still like in that little closet thing. So that was fun.
Yeah, Ed, we learned that from you. Scare them teens.
That's crazy.
Can you go get
Yeah,
it?
I'll feed them.
Our dogs are going nuts. I don't know if you could hear them.
Yeah. All right, so since he's going to do that, what was one of your best locations that you went to? Like one that you recommend to somebody or have gone back yourself?
So I would have to say the surgical suite. That's one of my favorite places because you really don't see places intact like that. You don't even, like, there was little to no vandalism in that hospital itself. Sorry.
Okay.
And, we've been to other hospitals where there are surgical suites or at least like the surgical lights. And there's still going to be some vandalism to them and natural decay, obviously, after being closed for 20 plus years.
Right.
But the surgical suite stands out to me the most just because of the fact when the second I even got into that building, I was like, wow, I think this is going to be some crazy activity. I was drawn to that building for a few weeks. We went with LLTTF and our other friend Hobie, and we were all excited, but I never expected that type of activity. And if it was easy access, I would say by all means everyone go to an investigation, but it was really hard. I mean, I had 3 people pulling me inside of a window and one pushing my feet inside just to get inside of that place. It was nuts.
It was quite the experience.
It was like a 3-story tall or 2-story tall window, and I do not climb.
I don't climb either. So.
Fluffy, this is a place that I actually want to go with you to. It's so it's in Montauk. It's called Camp Hero. We actually were gonna do an investigation there also with LLTTF. It's actually how I met my great friend Robin as well from TikTok. And Fluffy, if I told you the stuff that we saw, you'd be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm due for videos. I got 2 videos on my phone I still haven't got to get through yet, and they're from Florida back in December, so that's the only 2 videos I got.
I mean, it is a state park, so you are allowed to walk around. Before winter hit, we took our son for a walk there just on the nature trails, wanted to go see some history. And they still have like these old bunkers, and what you can see is, I'll have to like send you pictures so everyone could like understand, but you could still see where the huge bunkers were above ground, and they obviously went underground, and crazy tunnels that led to like each place. But we were walking around one of these above ground bunkers where actually they had like huge guns at one point. Obviously they took them out.
It was like the shoreline, like massive missiles that would like protect against like incoming ships. And they decommissioned the guns, but like cemented the walls. So now it's just like the cement wall in like a mountain.
Right.
Yeah. And so I kept hearing whispers. And mind you, there were people also walking as well, so we didn't think twice of it. We go around back of one of the bunkers, and I'm like, all of a sudden I started getting a weird gut feeling. I was like, I'm being watched. So we go around the other side, and I saw literally straight on a black figure just dart into the woods. And this is during the day, like daylight. So if it was a person,
you would have seen it. Yeah.
At least something. I mean, Fluffy, they were all black, did not have a face, nothing. Like, it was literally, it was almost like a shadow figure, but there was nobody there.
Wow.
And they were about, I would have to say, about 6 foot, at least 6 foot tall. So then we decided to go back, and unfortunately winter hit at this point, so it gets dark quicker.
Yeah.
And it was literally at sunset, so it was maybe 4:30 that we drive into the park. And all of a sudden I'm like, Ethan, I'm really anxious. I don't think we should continue to go in here. I think we should leave. So he's like, no, let me just go. And I'm like, okay, I'm not getting out of the car. I am not getting out of the car.
This is another time that I went by myself.
But that was your choice.
Yeah.
That was your choice, was it not?
When I came back and I said I got freaked out, you're like, really? We drove all this way for that?
It's like an hour and a half from our house.
She kept sending me back in to go further and further.
Okay, well, the first time Ethan went up, yes, he came back, sprinting back to the car, panicked.
Because I got up by the radio tower, and I kept hearing like these whispers around me, like voices talking to me, and I'm like, I'm spinning around in circles. I actually was taking clips because we were trying to make a TikTok.
For
Robin, and in one of the videos, like, you see me like spinning side to side. I'm like, who's there? Like, freaking out.
Something got thrown at you.
Something got thrown at me when I eventually climbed. Like, I stuck my head into the radio tower, and like something flew across the room and hit the wall. And I'm like, nope, I'm out. Goodbye.
Wow. So after that happened, he's actually coming back to the car. And I'm in the driver's seat just in case like someone tells us to leave.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and I'm looking down at my phone just like this, like looking down, and I thought someone was coming to the car. So I look up, and it's a full white figure.
Yeah.
In almost like, I don't want to say like military or army or anything.
Right.
But it was definitely some type of higher up personnel. And they were walking to my car, and then all of a sudden Ethan's at my window. I look at him, I look back, gone.
Wow.
And I remember coming down the hill from the radar tower, and I saw the same figure walking towards the car. But so it was like a straight down and like a sharp right and like another straight down. When I made that sharp right, it vanished. And when I came down, I was next to the window, so we both looked back where it was, and it was gone.
And I started telling Ethan about it, and he's like, "So you saw it too?" And I said, "Yeah."
So
I was like, "Can we leave now? I gotta get out of here."
I'm curious to know why there was so much activity at a state park.
So I want to
explain. Have you ever seen Stranger Things?
I've only seen like maybe one episode. I haven't seen the whole series.
Okay, so the entire theory of like mind control on children and stuff is what Stranger Things is about.
Okay.
And that entire show is based on this location. So there's actually like a book written on it. Someone that claims that they were taken as a kid to have mind control performed on them.
Theories.
It's an ex-military base that has it's like a whole city underground.
Oh, what?
But it was disguised as a fishing town, but just in case we were raided from one of the wars, I think it was World War II, I want to say, just in case we were raided, that was a huge military base.
Wow.
And so, like, yeah, there was supposedly a lot of experiments done on the property.
On children. Adults.
They would have these school trips done to, like, there, and they would take, like, 3 kids out of the class, and they would go get this special, like, tour. And they would not remember, like, the last 6 hours or something. There's a lot of articles written on it, and it's definitely somewhere. Supposedly, from what I heard, the tunnels are flooded to get from one place to another. And the last
New York State flooded them.
They flooded them and then cemented them. But supposedly, there's one guy that went underneath with scuba gear and a camera.
Huh.
And he was able to film some crazy stuff. But he hasn't been heard from since he...
No, he sold the footage to someone, and then he's never been heard of again. But I cannot find any facts to that story.
Wow.
It sounds like they're trying to keep whatever's under there hidden, and it is definitely...
Like another Area 51 type thing.
Yeah, it's very similar to that where it's like hush hush, but supposedly there also is still like ammo and stuff in these bunkers.
Well, the other thing is that they have the signs all around the property, like don't go off the trail. There's still like active mines off the trails.
Wow.
Grenades and stuff like that.
There's like a sign, like if you see an active mine, an IED, like call someone and tell them, like if I see like a mine, it's going to be too big because I'm going to have stepped on it.
I'm out.
I'm gone.
But I want to go. I want to go with you. And also, we could totally take Jen because we could go horseback riding.
Okay.
That's where we actually went to Montauk for our honeymoon. So we'll show you guys like all the cute little places.
Nice. We'll talk about that after the stream. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Eddie and Jen.
I saw that they just commented on like 3 of our videos. I got like a bunch of notifications.
They're a really good bunch of people. Them and their kids, really great people.
We'll have to check them out and subscribe back for sure.
Oh, of course. See, I knew, Jen, if I mentioned the horseback riding, you would totally be intrigued. And also, if we go horseback riding, it actually takes you by Camp Hero, so like you could see it.
You see the radar tower, which is crazy.
I think I've only been on a horse once when I was younger, so I have no idea how to get back on a horse. So I like.
You want to laugh though? You want to laugh? So we got married in 2017.
See,
and
we're the same way though. I grew up actually on a horse farm. I grew up riding horses, saddling horses, feeding them, and everything. So when it comes to horses, I did okay.
Yes, you did. But I haven't rode a horse since maybe 8-10 years old, around there.
Yeah.
So I had no problem getting on the horse because they have a step stool and everything to help you.
Right.
But as for going on the trail by the radar tower on the beach, my horse decided to topple over and literally throw me off. And our tour guide...
Now, mind you, her newlywed husband did nothing but sat on my horse and just laughed at her. And everyone's like, "Aren't you here for your honeymoon?" Like, I'm sitting up there like just
He's
dying.
cracking up. I'm trying to get my foot out of the saddle thing so I don't break my foot with this horse rolling around in the sand. Our tour guide gets off her horse. She's like this cute little woman.
She was like an Australian lady.
Yeah, they like do interns there from like
Yeah,
out of
too
country.
much.
It's really cool. And so,
Bad.
you know, I have started losing weight since we've been on YouTube. And so I was maybe about 60 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that, to be truthful. But I could not for the life of me get back on my horse. So this little woman had to push my butt up back onto my horse.
And still, faithful new husband is not even budging a muscle. Still standing there, sitting there on his horse, laughing. We finished the tour without an event, but then once we got off, you were a little angry.
I was like, come on. Why wasn't it you pushing my butt up?
Listen, the tour guide said stay on your horses at all times.
Yeah,
I was just
okay.
following the rules.
All right.
He's like, I ain't getting off. I'm just
I'm not getting up. I'm going to follow the rules. Oh, my God, that time.
I can't even lie, Fluff. It was hysterical. It was
I see you, man.
hysterical. It was just the funniest thing I think we've ever had to deal with as a married couple yet.
I'm not sure how long you guys are going to be able to stay up for after the stream's done, but if we have to schedule another time to talk on here, we'll do that because me and Jen, when she gets over here, we'll go to your guys' area and we'll do some videos and hang out. So
I mean, usually we go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning, so.
You're asleep by like 10:30, 11. I'm the night owl.
well, it's almost 9:30, so he's got about an hour.
Listen, I got 3
No,
red.
we don't have to do that, bro.
I'm ready to go.
Thank you,
I'm
Nug.
ready to go. Wait, so can you explain to me what's this shadow person thing?
Wifey.
Oh,
Him. Oh, I didn't show him what you texted me.
No?
you show him? Do you show him?
Oh, do you want me to show him?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna. Appreciate that, Nubs. Nubs, you don't have to do that, Nubs.
I don't know who that evil thing is.
Wifey just told on him. Jen, come on. I gotta give him some crap sometimes.
Yeah, she tells on me all the time. She tells on me to our son, our dogs.
Oh, to our dogs.
She's like, he's the one that stole the food.
So,
And immediately when I said that, our dog is actually laying over here and just looks right at us with like that dissatisfied look.
You have no idea who that evil thing is, but it loves to mock me.
yeah, sure it does. All right. So for anyone that's in the chat, if you guys have any questions for Lauren and Ethan, feel free to ask. I think
She's got me cracking up. I adore her so much.
That's good.
just waiting because YouTube and StreamYard is a couple seconds behind each other, so I'm just waiting to see if there's any questions.
Yeah, I've noticed that like when we ask for like a question, like it'll pop up like 30 seconds later.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't understand.
Or you know what was the worst is when we did our trivia night on StreamYard, and like all of a sudden we had like 10 answers coming in at once, and we had people texting us on the side like, "No, I was first," and I'm like, I didn't expect all this. We're like, oh, no one's answering this, and then like 30 seconds later, 10 answers come in.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. I know it's a third-party stream platform for YouTube because YouTube doesn't like other platforms being on theirs. But Robin has a question, simple one, but
Well, I'm really drawn to this nursing home.
Nursing home.
It's abandoned nursing home.
I've never been there.
We're not doing that.
I'll tell you the places I've never been after you tell me what you want to say, because I've never been to certain places that I want to go. So.
Is it by us?
It depends where in New York. So
there's one upstate that we did a video on.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go to that nursing home, you're more than welcome to.
I love that one.
Because I've never been there.
That one's a hot spot for activity.
It's on our YouTube. It's the abandoned mansion.
Abandoned mansion.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a nursing home that Lauren is.
I need to go back. We only went there during the day to photograph, but I actually felt a woman presence following me around as I took pictures.
We traveled and we hit like a few spots in one day. It was just like a photography day. Yeah. And it's ironic. So there's two locations next door to each other. It's an abandoned church.
That's what I was just laughing at.
Robin, you won the jackpot by like 30 points.
By a long shot.
You're good. Half points ain't making a difference here. But I need to go back. There's two locations next door to each other. It's actually
it's a nursing home and a church.
Gorgeous church.
If you actually go on our Instagram, you'll see a lot of it.
It is way too clean to be an abandoned place and in the middle of the neighborhood that it's in.
So has it been as recent that it's been abandoned, or has it been abandoned for a long time?
It's not recent, it's in pretty decent shape.
Half the church is collapsed, and you have to like go through.
Wow. Jen's got a good question.
Yeah, she's got a real good question.
Yeah. So, the Native American in me, we protect ourselves, one, by saying a prayer before doing an investigation. Ethan's got them handy. I don't know if you could see.
Hold on one second. I'll make your screen bigger. There you go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Doing.
Okay.
So it's
black tourmaline that we protect ourselves. Clear quartz, selenite that we always have on us, basically at all times. We don't just bring it on to investigation.
And I will say, I was a skeptic kind of when it came to this, but there was one investigation that we forgot to bring this on.
Yeah.
And things went so south for us.
For you.
For me.
You tried including her on that too.
I'm on my own on that one.
Yes, you are.
I will never go anywhere without this again. I bring this stuff to work with me. I'm like, lunch? Let's go. Come on.
Jen got me this, and I love it.
Oh, wow. See, Lauren's
Jen, we gotta talk.
Lauren's the crystal guru. She's got... I'm looking to the right because she has the entire mantle over the fire. I mean, we're running out of centimeters of space right now.
I have so many.
There's so many. And there's more coming.
Yes, there's more in the mail.
Okay.
I'm not there yet, but I will be soon, Jen. I will be.
Please don't influence her.
Hey,
she will. She'll influence her to get more. You'll have package after package come to your house every day.
That's how it is right now.
Like I get home from work and I'm like, oh, there's a box on the steps. It's full of crystals.
I actually have to tell Jen about that sand thing that we did. Yes. But also, if we do feel a negative presence, we will also use white sage afterwards. That is also blessed by a priest specifically for Ethan and I.
I grew up with a very spiritual shop around the corner from me.
Also, your mom.
And my mom has a strong connection to the place. And
no, your mom is just spiritual in general.
Yeah, she's spiritual in general. But I walked into the place one day.
Oh, look at what my sister said. You're screwed. I also definitely buy crystals for my sister without her knowing. I'm just like, oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, there's 4 of them up there for her too.
He's like, I'm going to work for you to buy crystals.
Yes. Also, there's 2 in the mail right now for Gabby as well.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me. We're gonna have to talk after the stream's over, all 4 of us.
I'm gonna meet the mailman at the door and be like, return to sender. Goodbye. I can.
You're not home when the mailman comes.
Well, listen,
I usually get my shipments on Fridays, and you're already at work.
And he's
now I know why you wanted me to go back to work so bad.
I was still getting crystals when I were home.
oh god.
Yeah, because you told me they were different things. We got a pound of whatever that is over there.
Which one?
No, that's more than a pound.
Yeah, that was a pound. That was a pound.
Showed up with a box from eBay of a pound of like different crystals.
No, it's just selling. I was gonna sell them, but I feel like I can't part with them.
But now there's like 16 towers of it sitting on our mantle.
That's not towers. That's just raw.
Raw. Okay.
See the ones with the points? Those are towers. He's learning.
It's all backed by Snoop Dogg's cookbook, by the way. Snoop Dogg's cookbook is sitting there behind it.
Do you do crystal recruiting in your home? Jen, I actually don't know what that means.
And away we go.
I meditate with them. Is that like when you like align them in a certain way?
Robin asked where her crystal is.
Robin, I got you. I'll spiritually pick one for you. I don't do it for protection. I just do it more as a meditation.
Maybe we should be doing more protecting at home too, because we've had some weird things happen.
Our house is protected, but
does that explain Alexa randomly asking questions to us?
Yeah, she randomly goes off, okay, and I'm like, oh, you could. I actually didn't know that. I'm still learning, Jen. So
I'm learning about them just as much as you are. So the crystals, everything. I'm still learning about them too. I got into them.
So you're in the same boat as I am.
20. So
all I had to do was tell her that I supported this one crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I had crystals before her. I bought you that.
Our son has a box of crystals.
Yeah, he does. He's got a little box.
Aw.
And some seashells.
But I don't protect the house completely.
Yeah.
I like to think I protect the house from negative entities or negative energy. But I told you, my grandfather and my uncle both passed in 2018, just 7 months apart from each other.
Wow.
And there are nights where I'll wake up around the time that my uncle passed away in the hospital, and he'll be talking in my living room. It's wild. I've woken Ethan up, and he's heard it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like my grandfather's and my uncle's stuff in the house.
Yeah.
Listen, when my wife got into the crystals, there went my bank account. It isn't. God forbid our son gets into it. I'm gonna need to.
Oh, he's already into it.
I'm gonna have to put a second mortgage on the house.
Or to get a second job.
Second job, I already got it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, no! I got the second job.
And I work the same job.
Barely.
Really? Yeah, God. All right, so we're gonna watch a couple of your videos and let people get the gist of what your channel's about. And yeah, I think you're at 574. You've gone up a couple more.
Christmas.
So last time I refreshed it, you were at 574. Let me see again. Yeah, you're at 575. You're 15 away from 600.
Holy moly.
I don't understand how that's happening.
Don't question it, because people question stuff like that a lot, and then they tend to figure out why they don't go up any higher, or they have a standstill. But because I've done that before, I've questioned why I've gone up, and then it would have a standstill, like a good couple weeks or something like that. So, I mean, you guys are doing good. You guys, yeah.
it happens, you know. The best part is that people just enjoy our content, and that's what I'm happy about. Oh my God, how are you doing this?
Oh my God, there's 1,000 of me.
This is so cool.
I'll have to show you this, how to do this, so that way you guys can
Yeah.
Can I recommend a video?
Yeah, we're actually going to watch 3 because I was looking at these 2 right here. They're fairly short, so I was going to watch these 2.
Okay.
Well, that one's shorter. We found the most unbelievable hidden. That's the one that
was
Sir
just
Spooks
featured
just
on
featured.
We found the hidden room.
Down one to the left.
Oh, this one. Okay.
That's the one that was just featured on Sir Spooks.
That's the one where I sat in the chair and I was like, 576 and climbing. Thank you guys so much.
How the heck do you guys have 12? Like, people are that low? Like, come on.
There's a lot of people in the urbex community that do not like us. I'll tell you right now, we keep our circle small, and when we tell people no, we're not going to explore with you because we don't know you, we met you on the internet, and your Facebook looks like a cop.
Right. No, that's understandable. I mean, I don't know why they're getting.
And I really, you know, at this point, it's like, okay, cool. But
well, you know what?
Giving me a rating.
If they don't like you, they're nothing. They're nothing to you.
Well, also, I will say a lot of people dislike that video because that was the one that was extremely hard to get into.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're probably jealous and butthurt that you got in there.
Yes, they were bitter because they couldn't get inside.
Well, that's their fault. That's their own. You know, they probably gave up too easy. You guys got in there. You guys got in there.
We took a 2-hour each way drive 2 weekends in a row to make that happen.
Wow, that's dedication for that location too. Yeah, don't pay mind to that. Just keep doing what you're doing because obviously that video paid off. You have almost 1,000 views on that video.
I know.
So keep doing what you're doing, and of course it's gonna show more down the line. So, and if Sir Spooks or Nuke's Top 5 put it on their channel, it was worth for them to do it on their channel.
Exactly.
So let the other people say what they want, but I mean, come on, that's gonna go up even more now they're on their channel. So
I mean, that's gone up, I think, 30 views today.
Hey guys, so it took a lot of getting into this, which, this is our second time here. This is with the help of our awesome friends here. Well, here's Ethan. Can't even see you. Here we got Explorer LLTTF. That's Ed. That's Holy Cat. Yo, what's up? So come along with the ride with us. We found old fucking paperwork. Well, actually, hermicidal. Jay found it.
Yeah, get that thing. That was the medicine. Don't pick that up. You walk into it.
There's a lot of it. Some crazy stuff. Holy shit. I know I can't stop saying that, guys. My mind is just in awe. We really haven't seen anything like this before.
What the fuck was? What the hell was all this stuff? Oh, there's that paint. Oh, there's one. Oh boy. I ain't touching none of this stuff.
Guys, check this
Yeah, this is what.
out. This is insane.
15 years. I think it was 2010, some of these places.
This is one of them.
Come on, make it go all the way to red. You made it go all to yellow. Please. There we go. There we go. You just missed it. You just missed it. Look, 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 look.
What? Who's here with us?
Are you a doctor?
You a patient? Oh,
A patient.
patient.
Guys, I thought I just heard like a woman
So did
behind me.
So did I. That's why I turned around real quick. Okay. Did you die here? Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Look. Oh my God. Okay. Are you young? Or are you older? Middle? Oh, older. Oh.
Did you die of natural causes?
Were you murdered? Did you die on the operating table?
Yes.
Shit, what?
Dude, this is intelligent.
Like freaking.
Dude, this is intelligent. I gotta get this off film. Dude, what am I doing? Oh. Dude, this is crazy. Yeah. Dude, this is crazy.
Careful with those windows.
Yeah. Okay. Are you
Are you a male?
Couple like sorry. We're on the top floor.
okay? Yep, it's a male. Okay. Are you?
How many are there? Is it just you? There's more than you?
Yes. This is creepy. I hear something. Is that you talking? Yes.
Look at like the Christmas stuff.
I'm so bad at filming.
Yeah. Stars. Tags.
Oh, look, there's syringe tips. Just brand new.
Careful with that.
Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Oh. You guys ready to see the surgical room?
Let's do it.
Alright, so I've been searching for this surgical room for a long time now. And as you can see, this looks like almost like a pre-surgical room. You have
The doctor's dressing quarters are right through that door.
Wow, and you've got artificial
Valves.
This one looks like even has blood in it, so come on, let's go find it. Holy shit, guys.
We fucking did it. This is unbelievable.
Check this place out. This
Jay,
place is
what did this say?
I wonder how many people that operate on right. Insane. What is right now?
me. Don't be shy. Come to me. Don't be shy.
Yup.
Wow. That was the most crystal clear, disembodied I've ever heard.
That's the clip that was just featured on Sir Spooks. Was that I'm shy because it's so like we were provoking it.
It sounds like it said, "Don't be shy."
See, someone else said that it said that.
Yeah, it says, "Don't be shy." Yeah, it said, "Don't be shy."
Go back.
Go back one more time.
I'm gonna turn my volume up all the way. It says, "Don't be shy." I listen to this stuff a lot because I'm intrigued on picking up what they say. So
I hear definitely.
Where are you? Okay.
Come to me. Don't be shy.
right when you said "come to me," it said, "Don't be shy."
Yeah.
And that
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
that explains all of it though, because after that, that's when it was like trying to like talk to us.
You don't see this where everything is stacked up, nice and neat.
Use needles and stuff.
Packages.
Like Ed said, guys, like you don't see this. You don't.
Because that happens, like, you know, got shattered, broken. Just like the fire.
You guys didn't hear that laughter? Was that you guys laughing?
So
That was the
that's
one I
the
was telling
that's
you
the
about.
that's the screeching laugh.
What?
I can't
And
tell.
wait, you guys caught that on your camera?
Yeah, that's caught on the camera. No one else. So
What?
there were 3 other cameras running in that room at the same
Whoa,
time.
that's what?
Got shattered, broken. Just like the fire.
What?
So none of the 3 other cameras caught that.
And we didn't hear it in real time.
None of us reacted to it.
That's
But when I got
crazy.
home and we heard that, I was like, wait, what?
But also, you could tell that is not a human laugh.
No,
You
it's
know
not.
what I mean?
It's really not.
That's not someone having a fun time.
No, that sounds like they were being tortured. That's crazy. I want to see what the chat's saying right now. That's crazy. Wow.
Skittles.
Like that's why like your video was featured on that bigger channel because of that. If they picked out that other part, that would have been more like wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I sent in a clip of just the "Don't be shy." Now that I'm hearing it,
Yeah. At first, honestly, like
Who was it that put
Yeah.
it up on their channel? Was it Nukes or was it
Sir Spooks.
Sir Spooks? Okay, so see if Nuke's top 5 or King Frost Mayor will put yours on his, because King
Okay.
Frost is another good reaction channel to that type of stuff.
All right,
gotcha.
I'm gonna keep submitting.
I would definitely definitely. Look, yeah. Look, you jumped up 10 views already. You at 933.
Yeah, and we're at now
944 for the views.
578 subs.
So yeah, you're getting close to 600.
It's climbing.
Yes, we spent a long time going through every inch of this place, and we actually finally found what we came here for. We found that amazing surgical suite. We all did it together as a team, explored LTTF. We got Hobie Cat. We're going to drop their links below. Definitely check them out. They got some crazy stuff, and it was awesome to be able to collaborate.
Bye, guys.
Robin actually just brought up a good point
And I heard it for the first time actually when hearing it through
when
here.
Fluffy was playing it.
When I'm looking at, I was pointing the camera at like the cabinets with all the surgical equipment in it.
Yeah.
You hear kind of like a giggling or a laughing in the background.
It was almost like it started laughing before it got loud.
And then it like peaked and like. It was
I
like,
didn't even realize that till now either.
Sometimes you don't, honestly. Sometimes you don't, because I've picked up stuff in my videos. Like, I went to the place that LTTF went to in Connecticut, that hospital.
Yeah.
Actually, still haven't been there either.
Yeah, we haven't been to.
I've been there once. I want to go back because I missed one whole side.
Can we go back together?
Let's go. I captured, which I didn't know this until it was done being edited and it got uploaded to the channel.
Mhm.
Between 8 minutes and 30 seconds to 8 minutes and 38 seconds, you'll see a white shadow walk past the door, and it was none of our light reflections in that hallway. The door was shut. It was locked because we tried going through that door, and there's a white shadow figure that went right past the window of the door and then disappeared.
Jesus.
Jessica Gomez, how's it going?
We had something like that happen where like I edited a full video and I put it up on YouTube, and then someone comments, "Yo, you didn't see that whole shadow figure in the mirror there?"
I'm surprised nobody criticized me. After we go through a couple of your videos, I want to show you that so everyone else can see it too.
Yes.
People that missed, people that are new here, it's crazy. I did not expect catching that.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. That's
Fluffy, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
The shadow figure.
Okay.
It's actually nuts. I don't know if you could like get it onto your computer.
Do you have the video name? Because I can just go to your channel that way and find it.
yeah.
I lightened it.
When you lightened it, it shows it a lot more. Because
I mean, you could try.
It was the abandoned.
I could actually even tell you the timestamp, I believe.
This one right here?
The abandoned mansion at night. We don't see it.
At night? Okay.
Yeah, Fluffy, we don't see it.
Oh shit! I forgot to put a screen share. That's why. I just
We're here chilling in the chat. I know you're watching.
Sorry. My head's all over the place. Oh, my bad.
That's all
Hey,
good.
you're allowed. You're allowed.
Sorry for chat.
What's up, guys? Today we're at a really old mansion built in 1909. There's a lot of history to it, some dark history. We've been here before, but there's a lot of accounts of paranormal activity happening here. So we took a walk to the daytime, and we're going to come back at night and do a full investigation. We got Lego Papa TV with us. Drop his name below. So guys, we got Explorer LLTTF.
I have red hair here.
I'm gonna drop their links below. Definitely check them out. Subscribe.
Show love, guys. Come on.
Coming back at night.
The thing about this space is it's super haunted.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Now nighttime. We're back in here. We're gonna do a full investigation of this place. Got some weird stuff happen earlier.
We're already getting some readings in here. Yeah, obviously it's not going off now, but let's see what we can find.
We're here still with Explorer LLTTF. What's up? And the Lego Papa TV. Come along.
Oh, is this the safe?
This is the safe.
I didn't
Guys,
What?
prayer.
Prayer.
We didn't say a prayer yet.
There's no wind in here. We didn't even go down that way. There's no wind at all.
End of this, yes.
Oh, guys.
Look at the Pumpkinhead. Mr. Pumpkinhead. I'm trying to figure out why this is moving. Why is it moving?
Oh, I miss my red hair.
What's that TV off?
Freaking me out.
I don't know. It just started going off.
But it didn't go off when we walked past it.
It happened again.
Put that on the piano or something. Put it on the piano. If that thing goes off while we're investigating. Every time.
Slide everybody over to the side.
3 times.
Oh, play.
Now, guys, last time that we were here, Lauren was actually standing right here, and she got touched. Her hair was played with, and she spun around thinking it was me, but I was down the hallway in a different room. At this point, we all split up to cover more space. We decided to stay in the room where Lauren had previously been touched. What could possibly go wrong?
Is there anyone in here with us?
You want me to take your picture?
If you're in here with us, can you set off the devices? There's one on the dresser.
Did that say friend?
Can you tell us your name?
That's a friend. Friends.
It does kind of sound like that.
Which is weird because we actually all split up. This place is so huge that we actually all
You
split up
can-
into different parts.
You can yell from down the hallway and you're not going to hear each other. And that was the craziest part about it. But yeah, that's definitely possible.
Because it sounds like that. It sounds like it either says friend or.
I feel like there's numerous responses to the spirit box that we got that I
just
couldn't
don't like to replay all of it.
everything.
Yeah.
I will say, like Lauren said, it's coming up. We're in the mirror. We caught, and it moves fast. So I'll explain it because it's coming up actually right now. There's a mirror right to the right of the screen where you'll first see the figure standing there. It's a silhouette. And then the camera moves to the left and you can see the shadow figure on the left side of the screen. And it quickly moves away off
It's
screen.
hard to see.
It's hard to see on the video, but our friend picked up on it, and
It actually freaks me out.
after lightening it up, it's a full-blown black figure standing there in the mirror.
Wow.
Can you tell us your name? Say Ed. Is your name Ed?
Now, guys, we've been on a lot of investigations, but I was not ready for what's about to happen.
I'm deceased. I'm out. I just set up deceased. In the same place that said Ed.
I think it's right
Right
here.
here.
If you're here with us, can you set off this blue device on this dresser, please?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can you tell us how old you are?
Watch the mirror, Fluff.
It's gonna look up.
Okay, maybe.
You're touching me in this room.
I think that's what I do.
Do you want us to go to a different room?
Oh, yeah.
Did you just hear that woman scream?
Yeah.
Oh, it is right here. Watch the mirror. That's crazy.
You can't even see it. There's a shadow figure right here that darts to the left.
It's hard to see.
In the lightened up video that we sent you.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Did you just hear a woman screaming?
I just heard footsteps right here. They asked what its name was.
It said Ed.
No.
Yeah.
And then he said in the same voice, I'm deceased.
No.
I was sitting
Dude,
there trying
I'm
to
not-
stand up and like run.
Now, guys, in this part, I can't really tell what it says, but you can tell that I distinctly hear something and turn around and react to it. Let us know in the comments what you hear.
I think it said like help.
Can you tell us your name again, please? What is that? Do you remember touching my hair in this room?
Indeed.
I was here, or I was here.
Something
What did it
place.
say?
Something place.
Yeah.
I was here, or I was here.
Someplace.
What did it say?
I don't know. That was like a hard one.
Here, if I told you our names. What?
I just got hit.
What?
Yeah.
Immediately after explaining to Lauren that I felt like I just got punched, I can hear a voice come through the spirit box saying something. What do you think it says?
I literally felt like a. And I was like, still on my fucking brain.
You alright? I don't find let me see if he's got anything.
Is that you? Set that off again.
No.
No.
What?
So who was that? But I know I never heard that note before.
While we all split up, Jay went off on his own and had something happen to him. This is his account of what he experienced.
The number 6, it said. And the door fucking started coming at me. And then I'm looking at it, like, what the fuck? And then something got in my pocket like that.
What is your name? Bridget. Did you hear that? Is that your name, Bridget?
I believe we just caught an orb coming from the Phasma box. Here it is in slow motion. It doesn't appear to be dust. What do you think?
Well, what's your name? Talk to us. What? Tell me again. How many people are here? You want to play with that REM pod?
Really dizzy.
Show this right here. This is it. No, go look below. It says 6. Okay. This fucking door was moving on me. It's a box fucking now. This door was shaking like this. Shaking. And I
pushed it and it didn't move. When I kicked it and it didn't move. And it was like going like this.
There's a moment coming up here that I'll never forget in all of my investigating career.
Nope.
We're up here where Jay got touched.
This was one of my favorite investigations ever.
I'd go back here 10 times again.
Oh, Tony, there's something here.
There is something here.
Oh. We had this thing going for how long downstairs? It's like doing it a weird.
That's crazy.
Like we're getting nothing on this pod downstairs. It just said red pot.
It just said it.
It said red pot. Did you hear that? It said red pot.
Weird. This door was shaking, I'm telling you.
Right here, I'm gonna reset it.
Do that again.
But you set it off again.
30 days.
30 days what?
What is that you using on that iPad or that tablet?
So that's the Necrophonic app?
No, it's
No,
not.
not Necrophonic.
That is the Phasma box. It's
Phasma box.
only available on Android.
Okay.
One of our friends
Or-
actually made the app.
Or on Windows tablets.
Well,
Yeah, or
might
Windows
have to snag me a Windows tablet just for that.
We have a Windows tablet. Unfortunately, we're not even able to access like the App Store on it.
I needed like an IT guy to fix it.
What's gonna happen in 30 days?
Help.
Are you in here with us? Are you in here with us? The red pot stopped going off. Oh my god! It's dude, that was crazy, bro.
What just happened was absolutely incredible. As soon as we acknowledged that the REM pod stopped going off, it went nuts. But that's not the craziest thing. Just wait.
Where's Levy? He needs to be up here. He's gotta mess with that piano. Who's in here with us? Are you mad because we're in here? Guess what? I'm gonna stay.
You don't like that? Where's Rosemary Martinez? Rosemary Martinez, are you in here?
Who is Rose?
What? Yes, that's me.
No, it's
I swear to God, that's what I heard.
recorded. So
What just happened was absolutely incredible. Rosemary Martinez just came through confirming she was there with us. It blew our minds.
Rosemary Martinez was the supervisor that ran this floor of this place. She was the meanie. She was the
Rosemary.
main supervisor.
Now, guys, sometimes these investigations get...
Ending.
Oh my god, Fluffy, get ready for this. Jen, you'll laugh your tush off too.
This is the best ending to any video I've ever edited. All right. If I'm gonna ever win an Oscar, it's for the next like 1 minute of this video.
Now, on that note, Madman Max, coming for you next.
I got that all documented.
So Fluffy, watch my face.
Alright guys, this was a crazy night. Long place, and with better people, we got Explorer LLTTF. We got Lego Pop over here. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and you go check out their channels too. Stay tuned for more, guys.
I haven't watched that one in a little bit.
I'm getting him back for that.
I could watch that slow-mo on repeat for like the next year and be okay.
Oh, we love you. I don't think I've ever been more scared on an investigation than that.
Meanwhile, she had no suspicion of me standing there at the bottom of the stairs pointing the camera at her as she's walking down, making sure she's very well lit, you know. She had no suspicion.
I should have known.
All right. So you guys are at, let's see what you're at right now. You're at 583.
Jeez.
So if we can get him to at least 590, I want to try to get him to 600, but if we can get him to 590, they're just that 10 away from 600. So you guys turn this stream out. Let's get him to 600 at least, and then we'll get them to the above their 600. I'll share their. Actually, I'm going to share their YouTube link to my community tab right now.
Holy Jesus. 584 just happened.
Okay.
I'm literally like in utter shock.
I'm mind blown by this right now.
Oh man.
We got 21 people watching right now. We should at least have, for those who haven't subscribed to them, they need to. They definitely need to.
Jesus.
Thank you so much, the Haunted Skeptic. You guys are awesome. Fluffy, you're awesome. Tarot and T, you're awesome. I just can't. I'm literally like mind blown. I can't even. I just unreal. Oh, y'all deserve it. Robin, stop it. You're biased. It is just nuts.
I can't. I remember last week.
Thank you, Lillian.
Last week, our live show is our 500 subscriber special.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, last week you hit 500?
Last week was our 500 subscriber special. We had like our
Like
live talk show. It was today's Wednesday. It was Tuesday of last week.
Wasn't it? Oh, you're right.
That's crazy that you already hit 500 and now you're over 500. You're almost about. You're at 585 right now.
Holy.
Thank you, Lucid Dreams.
Lucid, what's up?
Thank you, Rob. Lost Souls Paranormal. What's up? I love how you guys just know everyone. This is so awesome. I always forget everyone's names. I remember everyone by their channel name.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with everyone, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. They're 15 away, guys. Can we get them 15 more to get them to 600? Because then they're only 400 away from 1K.
That is crazy.
When did this all happen?
Well, it's thanks to our awesome friends too.
Seriously, I mean, above all else, we want to thank you for having us on your channel. I mean, that's a.
Of course.
I remember when you first followed us on Twitter, and Lauren was like, "Oh my God, Fluffy followed us," and
I'm no one special though. I'm not that big on YouTube, so.
It's not even that though. It's that we actually started watching your videos a few months ago, and I was like, he seems like a really cool person. And then we got onto Twitter, and I was like, Ethan Fluffy has a Twitter. And I was like, I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna be that fan. I was always scared to comment on your videos. I don't know. I'm weird like that.
I shouldn't be intimidating. I don't know why people think I'm intimidating. I don't know. Some people think that too. Some people are afraid to even comment or say hi or whatever it may be. Like,
Really?
I'm just human. It's not everybody, but there's a few. There's very little, but there are some people that do that.
It's not that you're intimidating. For me, it's more of like, I think this was actually before we even had a channel, I want to say. Yeah, you know what? This had to be right before we made a channel. And so I was like on my own personal YouTube, just like watching your videos. And I was like, I don't want people to like make fun of like my name. I get so stuck in my head, it's ridiculous.
I tend to do that sometimes too, so it's not useful.
It's ridiculous sometimes. So I got like nervous to just talk to like other people, even just on YouTube. Even when we only had an Instagram, like when people would be like, "Oh, nice photo," I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bye." I don't know. I've always been like nervous to comment on other people's YouTubes, but once we actually had a channel and we saw how YouTube worked, it made more sense. If that makes any type of sense, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was always scared to comment on everyone's YouTube, even like small channels. I was like, I don't want them to think I'm like weird. I don't know.
It happens to everybody. They get kind of shy when they first start, or they try to watch other people's content. It's big on YouTube. I'm not really that big on YouTube though. People, yes, I may have 5,500, but here's the thing: not all 5,500 watch my content. I'm lucky if I get maybe a couple hundred people watch my live streams or content on my videos. So,
I mean, at the same time though, like 5.5K is a huge accomplishment, and you've worked your tush off to get where you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like one day you're gonna just be like skyrocketing yourself. Like we've watched your videos even when we were just doing photography.
Okay.
So it was really cool to see like other people do similar things that we do that have like worked so hard to get where they are. There's other like channels that we've seen that don't put in the work or the time or the effort. And there are actually, I hate to say this, but when we first started filming, we've been there. So that's why I feel like I'm allowed to say it.
Right.
I would watch our videos that we took and I would get motion sick. So I actually would have to turn off the video because it's like, I'm like over here and then you go over here. Like I couldn't do it. I was like, all right, I need to learn how to film. And I've never felt like that with your channel. You're always like really easy with your camera.
I'm just a twitchy person. I'm very twitchy, and we recently...
No, he likes to film my tush 24/7.
Okay, but listen, there's a reason.
I ain't gonna lie though either, because I'd probably do the same thing with Jen when I go see her. So I mean,
exactly. But also,
this is the first time she's hearing this too, so she wasn't aware of that anyway till now. So,
but if you've got a light on top of the camera that's attached to said camera, and you're going in the middle of the night when you can't see anything, are you going to be looking where you're walking or looking at the back of her head? I'm looking where I'm walking, so the camera just happens to be filming.
This is an excuse because we've done daytime investigations, and we've done daytime investigations where you could see the floor and you're still filming my tush. Look at what Gabby said. It's such a good one to film. You're egging him on,
It really
Gab.
is. I mean, I don't do it on purpose.
Lost Souls, I just subbed to your channel as well. Just so you know.
All right. So if there's still 15 away, guys. So if you guys haven't, please share this out. I shared this out on my community tab. And get them to 600. They're very close. Just 15 away.
That is just so crazy.
Even if we can get them 5 more to get them to 590, because then there's that 10 away. And I'll continue sharing their link out throughout the week.
That is just insane.
I mean, like Lauren was saying, I still remember when we were still taking pictures, and I remember watching your channel, Hobie Cat, Explore LTTF.
Yeah, we were watching also LLTTF before
And
we actually.
I remember watching the channel, and I'm like, they go into buildings at night?
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
It's the most fun part of it. You don't want to go. Sometimes during the day is good if you don't know the location to feel it out. And then you can leave and come back at night knowing that you felt out the location. You know exactly where to go and how to.
That's exactly what we did with that mansion in that last video. But
Well, we were there a few times.
yeah, but I'll never forget the first time we went with them. We went up to the roof of the building we were currently in, and you can see like the whole starry sky lit up. And we're all up there. We're chugging our Red Bulls and Monsters because it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And it was like this adrenaline rush of like, I mean, and we haven't stopped since.
Sorry, I'm just subscribing back to everyone's channel.
You guys are 14 away from
Holy.
600.
I'm just getting everyone back.
We'll go for about another 9.5 minutes or so and see if we can get you another.
Perfect.
We're closer to 600.
You guys are so awesome.
I mean, I didn't even, when I woke up this morning, I didn't even expect to be at 586. I didn't
even expect to get to 500. I was like, all right, I'll be cool with 100. And if these people like our content, that's an added plus.
We're not going to get off of this live. We're going to have to come up with some more stuff to talk about, but we're not going to get off this live till you get to 600. You're 14 away. So
it might happen.
So what other locations do you guys have coming up or in the near future? What do you have planned? Like what other states do you plan on going to, or do you plan on staying in New York for a little bit longer?
States, I mean,
Also,
I
there's
feel
an
like-
abandoned resort in Massachusetts that I want to go to,
Ooh,
actually.
Wait, resort. I'm trying to.
I don't know the name of it, so I just know what it looks like.
it's really clean.
Send me the picture so I'll look at it later. Because if I remember the name of it, I'll see if I can find it.
Oh no, we know where it is and everything.
Oh, you know where it is? Okay.
I just don't know the name of it.
We just don't know the name.
If you know where it is, you might be able to find the name when you get there.
Exactly. No, it's we want to go ASAP for that one actually.
No, I want the snow to be gone because of all the greenery.
There is an amazing amount of ivory on the outside part of it.
Ivory? Ivy?
Ivying, whatever you want to call it.
It's just ivy. It's a
Ivy.
plant,
Okay.
not a color. Ivory is a color. It was the color of my wedding dress.
Your wettering.
Yeah. We both can't talk.
No, that's
Skeptic asked, I came in late. Where are you based out of?
for us.
I think
We're out of Long Island, New York, but we've traveled north, south, west, not east because there's not much east.
Well, east would be Camp Hero, but
Camp
I
Hero.
want Fluffy and Jen to come for that. I'm not
we'll
going.
definitely go because
No, that one's crazy.
up here. So
We gotta do it either like in the spring or the summer because it is such a beach town.
Oh, it's amazing. It really is.
we'll get stuff set up definitely because when you guys come to Mass, there's an abandoned 1950s ghost town. All the houses are still there. It was used for the Air Force soldiers back in the day.
Is that the one that I was trying to find? And
Hold on. It's near the Cape. Let me see if I can find the picture I have.
Because I defended him.
Wait, what?
Someone just unmuted themselves.
Is it the shadow person? No, damn.
See if I could find the real quick. I just want to see.
Oh, Patty grew up in Connecticut. Wow. We're in Connecticut. Oh, 5 minutes from the beach.
We have
That shadow person needs to chill. I'm dying.
we haven't been to a single place in Connecticut yet.
That's false. We have been.
Where?
But now it's trashed.
Where? Actually, yes.
So you lie. We just never put a video out on it. We weren't doing videos then. We were just taking pictures.
Taking 3-hour drives to go see a place.
So it's an abandoned Air Force station, abandoned Air Force base with a bunch of houses still there. I think it was like the 1950s that it was, open still, or like, so it's a 1950s neighborhood, and then part of it is an abandoned Air Force base. Oh, there's two different locations actually. I'm getting that mixed up. So one of the locations is an abandoned Air Force base in Massachusetts. And then there's an abandoned 1950s neighborhood, untouched, near the Cape.
Is that Air Force the one with the huge radar tower?
I don't know. I know Exploring with Josh did a video on that. If you can find that video, or if I can remember the title of that video.
If I show you a picture, would you remember?
The only picture I have is what I screenshotted from his YouTube channel, or what I had from his the thumbnail. It just shows like an abandoned house with all the vegetation growing around it. I'm trying to. I don't have any other information on it at the moment. I have to find out.
What's his name? Oh.
So the neighborhood in the Cape area was built in 1951 at the start of the Cold War.
I have a feeling. I think Lauren is onto it.
It might be the same place, but where's the photo?
It's up because this is past.
Oh, so then he didn't take a pic. Oh, is it this one?
That's just from the roof of it. One of our friends recently went to one.
And it's in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I just don't remember where.
I'm finding the picture right now.
For those who are popping in or those who are still here, let's try to get them 4 more. Get them to 590. They're at 586 right now. Because I'm about to hit 2 hours on this stream, and I don't want to bore anybody without having any kind of topic or anything. So see if we can get Gold Coast 4 more to get them to 590.
Yeah, I don't think he posted the. Oh, wait, it's not him. It's Owen. He posted it.
Really?
Yep.
They weren't Skittles, babe. They were jelly beans.
Oh God, I don't know.
This is not gonna work.
I'm just gonna screenshot it here.
It's not gonna show up.
Oh no.
If you put your brightness down on your phone, it'll show. See, I've never seen that before, so I didn't even know that was there. You just gave me another location that we can go to because I didn't even know about that.
It's abandoned air traffic control towers.
If I even heard about that, then I don't remember. But I
don't know if that's in Mass. I don't know if it's the same one.
We've got a few places that up your way we gotta hit.
Oh, what about what is it called?
Well, there's
what is it
the
called?
one. What?
I don't know what it's called, so I can't tell you.
The one in our second most recent video was in.
That was in Mass.
That was in Mass.
You know our talk show.
With the surgical lights in the background. That's in Mass.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
That was like an hour-ish away from you, I think.
Yeah, I remember you were talking, and that's when we were like, "Oh yeah, we took the ferry. It was on our life when you jumped on it."
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, see, I can't even
That was
remember.
Yeah, that one wasn't that far.
That one was cool though, but I don't
recommend it.
Yeah, so apparently we got lucky when we went because all those things.
So they have like heat sensors inside of the building. I think we talked to you about that. It was like wired throughout the building. There's like heat sensors that like there's like a home security precaution. Like the second they sense like human heat walking underneath them, they like set off the alarms. And somehow, with all of us inside of that building, we never managed to set these things off.
No, someone cut them. Like
Someone
brought
cut
a wire cutter and it was there. And they cut the wires for these things. And there are cameras.
There's cameras, motion
And I'm
sensors.
like, yeah, nope, not going back. I would totally take you if there were no cameras, but that scares me.
Where was their camera?
On that, like, we had to go to the power plant. Remember?
So the front of the building.
No, it was also.
Oh, the one that was looking
The
back at
power
us?
plant was here. The hospital was there.
And it was up in the window looking back at us?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yes. I almost was like, all right, guys, time to go home. 4 hours for nothing.
But a certain member of our
I
group.
feel that. I know how that is. Going to a location and not being able to do anything, and then like not being able to film it.
Yeah.
That's been most of my YouTube. You know,
I started looking at like my like map of locations. I'm like, is there any other like backup locations around us that we can go hit? And like
exactly.
We were almost ready to.
call it quits
Yeah.
on that one. But I'm happy we got in there. We got some crazy stuff in there. Then seeing those, I mean, these surgical lights, I mean, were like 6 foot by 6 foot, like massive lights that were like still in perfect condition, like hung up in the ceiling.
No, but there were also traction tables. What else?
We do have to plan a trip soon to Pennsylvania as well.
Yeah, Philly. There's
Philly.
a lot in Philly. How far are you from Philly?
I feel like that's a hike from you.
Probably like 8 hours, 9 hours. I'm on the northern side of Massachusetts. If I was on the western side of Mass, I'd be like an hour or so away from Connecticut. But I'm like 2.5 hours away from Connecticut.
How
Yeah.
far are you from Albany or Buffalo?
Albany, not. I don't think I'm too far. Hold on.
Albany's
I
not.
actually wanted to go to Albany at one point, like a couple months ago, and I wasn't able to. I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes away from Albany.
Really?
Yeah.
We should plan an Albany trip. I got a long laundry list of places up there.
Oh yeah. Also,
We'll do
Robin
it.
is in the middle of Waverly Hills Sanitarium and Trans Allegheny.
Let's do it.
Yeah, if you ever want to plan a trip up to
I've always
Albany,
wanted to hang out with Robin.
I do. I want Jen to come with too, so I'm gonna wait for her to come down here. When when she has the time.
let's do like a whole couples retreat.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because in that way, after we go from Albany, we can go to Pennsylvania, Philly,
Right there.
Yeah.
and then we can go from Philly to wherever else. You know.
I'm down. Yes, there's one up
There's
there.
another hospital
There's
that
another
shouldn't
hospital.
be too far from Albany, actually.
They're 2 away from 590, guys.
Wait, seriously?
What?
You're at 588.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
My phone died.
25 people.
Hey, I'm watching Gold Coast Paranormal on Sir Spooks. Yes, Brandy, we literally found out when this live started.
Yes, our friend LTTF decided to let us know at 8:30 on the dot that we were featured on Stir Spooks. Yes, Texas
Also,
is...
we have to go to Goatman's Bridge in Texas.
I've never been to Texas, so
I've never
I've
been
never been to Texas either.
so we go. Let's go.
I think we got a lot of road
We
trips.
have a whole list. Like we're gonna have the rest of the year to be planned
Guys,
out.
it's time to buy an RV.
And especially with Jen, she has a bunch of locations in Cali. So
Oh, really?
when I go to Cali, if you guys want to go with me or whatever, we can get something planned for the ticket and we can go out there. If that's okay with her, we'll get like I
No,
know
listen, our plane tickets for Gabby for Texas.
For Texas?
I've already confirmed.
I have... Let's see if we fly to Texas, you could drive to Cali.
I'll talk to her after the stream. I'll call her.
I have 2 free round trip flights from anywhere in the U.S. that JetBlue flies to.
Oh wow, I like JetBlue a lot, so that works out.
I'm down for. I mean,
What was that?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after
Yeah,
we get everything set up. Because I'm supposed to go see her in April. Supposed to go over there in April, and then.
Look at that. You were wrong.
That's to the other hospital.
Yeah, Albany's there, and the other hospital is there.
No, that's not what I'm saying was far. I thought you were saying Buffalo. Buffalo's all the way up on the northern border by Niagara Falls.
I don't know my geography,
guys. If we go to Albany, we have a mint spot that there's been a lot of poltergeist activity caught at.
I'm a little scared to go.
I'm a little freaked out.
I'm ready to go. I don't care. It's a thrill. It's a thrill of doing it. If I get scared, I just start laughing. So if you hear me laugh, it's because I'm scared. That's how I get scared, is I laugh.
I sometimes chuckle when I get freaked out. Like when I know like I'm in danger or something, I'll sit there and be like that kid, like that meme. I'll be like, I'm in danger, like, and then I'll just not. I'll freeze up like a statue.
Yeah.
See, though they feed off of that though, so try not to. Like
I know, I've tried to actually not do that as often anymore, but there's some situations where I just can't. I mean. Yeah.
But that's actually what LLTTF was featured on Sir Spooks as well for the poltergeist activity
at
for the other hospital that's not too far from Albany.
He had something legitimately thrown.
Yeah, I mean, he caught it on camera.
Like you see an object go flying across the screen, and that freaked me out.
It was wild. I actually, when I watched that video, I jumped.
Yeah.
I'll never forget Ed calling us after that and being like, "You guys will never believe what happened," like screaming into the phone like a madman.
When is he not screaming in the phone like a madman?
Touche.
He calls us to ask us what the weather's like on Long Island, and he's screaming about it.
Or to Zoom, test his Zoom equipment out. I'm like, can you stop yelling?
I'm at work. I know you know what I do for work, Fluff. And I was at work. I'm sitting there, in the ambulance, and he texts me. And he's like, "Yo, can I check out my my Zoom settings?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm in an ambulance." And he's like, "You got it on your phone, right?" And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there in the middle of a hospital ER bay with Ed or Explorer LTTF up on my phone, and he's like, "Can you hear me?" Like screaming into the phone. I will never test Zoom settings with anyone after that one.
Hold on. Am I subscribed to you guys in my other 2 channels? I don't think I am. Hold on.
He's about to bump us up. I was gonna say, we've been on what now? 2 hours and 8 minutes.
I am not subscribed. Now I am. Now you're at 589.
What?
And then I forgot I had the other 2 channels. I'm all over the place.
I saw earlier you made a tweet and you're like, or no, I think it was on YouTube. You're like, on my 3rd channel. I'm like, wait, there's 3?
Yeah, because my second one got striked for me reacting to somebody's video, a Karen video, and instead of them emailing me, they striked me and they gave me a copyright strike at my second channel without any warning.
Wow.
So
they've actually been doing that to a lot of people lately.
I can't post on that channel until March 22nd. So
jeez.
You should try and tweet them.
Well, I DM'd the person that reported me and he never got back to me. So it is what it is. It happened.
Jesus.
That's
you
crazy.
guys are at 591. You're 9 away, which will be happening tomorrow. You'll probably get to 600 by tomorrow.
Thank you, Maria.
Holy crap. All right.
I can't believe it, guys. You guys are just awesome. Fluffy, you're awesome. Jen, you're awesome. Shadow person, I guess you're awesome too.
I don't know. I'm a little sketched out by the shadow person.
I know. I think we need to stage it though.
All right, guys. So it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. I've been live. We got them as close to 600 as we can. We've seen a couple of their videos. For those who watch this later on, if you guys have not checked Gold Coast Paranormal out, make sure you guys do so. And if you have any questions for them, you can tweet them or DM them on Twitter. If that's, you guys have Twitter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we got Twitter. We're all over the place.
We talk on Twitter.
But
we met you.
thank you everyone for coming to the stream and checking them out. And I will see you guys on. I'm actually going to be interviewed by Shadow Investigations tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, which is 8 p.m.
We'll
Eastern.
be there.
I shared it out on my Twitter, but I'll probably be sharing it out again tomorrow because they'll probably repost it. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. And then
We'll be there to support you always.
sounds good. Appreciate that. I'll talk to all you guys in the chat later. You guys take care.
Absolutely, man.
Bye, guys.